Oh, my stars and planets! I thought I was the only one here. Are you looking for it too? No? You see, I'm on this quest. I'm on this quest to find the greatest book of all times. I was told it was here in the Storytellers library. They say this book, they say it's called the Bible. It's about God's chosen people, the Israelites. Throw in a giant, a whale, some angels, a burning bush that doesn't burn, and you've got yourself a great epic tale. But you know what? The most important person in this book is a man named Jesus. Someone told me a story about him. Do you want to hear it? Jesus was in a boat, sailing on the Sea of Galilee. When he reached the other shore, people had gathered, a large crowd had gathered, and were pressing closer and closer to him. At the sight of a particular man, the crowd steps back and lets this man pass. You see, this man was a very important religious leader. His name was Jairus. When the crowd had split, he ran right to Jesus, and he fell on his feet and said, Jesus, I beg you, my daughter is dying. Please, touch her, heal her, so she can live. Jesus immediately followed. As he was making his way through the crowd with his disciples, Jesus felt someone touch him from behind. He felt the power go out of him. Jesus stopped and looked into the crowd, looking for who had touched him. He said, "Who touched me?" The disciples said, "What do you mean, who touched you? There are so many people pressing against us." But Jesus stayed and looked from person to person to person. Finally, a small, pale-faced woman approached and bowed down at his feet. She said, "It was I. I'm the one who touched your cloak. You see, I thought if I just touched it, I would be healed." For 12 years, this woman had suffered with a bleeding disorder. She had been to so many doctors, and no one could help her. She was running out of money, she was running out of time, and she just wanted to touch Jesus and be healed. Jesus looked at her face and said, dear woman, your faith has healed you. Please, you will suffer no more." As Jesus spoke to the woman, a servant had left Jairus' house with news that Jairus did not want to hear. "Sir, your daughter is dead. Please, don't bother the teacher anymore." Poor Jairus was heartbroken. His little girl. He tried so hard to get Jesus there on time, but it was too late. Jesus reached out to him and touched him on the shoulder. "Do not be afraid," he said. "Just believe." So Jesus, the disciples, and Jairus made their way to Jairus' grand mansion. When they got there, Jesus noticed that mourners were all around, wailing and crying. He said, "Why? Why are you causing so much confusion? Why are you crying?" The people said, "She's dead. The little girl has died." Jesus said, "What are you talking about? She's not dead. She's just sleeping." The people laughed. So Jesus asked them to leave. Jesus, Jairus' wife, and the disciples had entered the room of the girl. When Jesus approached her, he took her by the hand and said, "Little girl, please stand up." And she did. She stood up and started walking around the room. Everyone was astonished. Jesus then looked at the parents and said, "She's hungry. Please, go fix her something to eat." So they took their daughter. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? In a matter of minutes, Jesus healed a woman and a little girl. He's like no person I know. That's why I've got to find this Bible. I've got to learn more. I just remembered. Professor Arnold is going to be here next week, and he knows so much about the Bible. He's going to be here at the Storytellers library. I'm going to keep looking for the Bible. I know I'm going to find it soon. So I'll see you later.